Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back with another Rome 2 Siege Battle for you today, and this one is a Barbarian special. We have a lot of Barbarian factions here today, but then again, anyone that's not a Roman is technically a Barbarian in this world. So I mean, we have Tyrus here today, we have Galatia, and we have Arverni, who are obviously like the Barbarian factions. But quickly, we'll just check out this sally that's going on. You can see the Macesli here, dealing with some Macedonian cavalry. Got some Numidian riders going in against some Sarissa cavalry. The light shock versus medium shock, so you imagine Macesli should come out on top. And yeah, he's actually routing the cavalry here. And there's no more cavalry ready to actually respond to all this this Maceslian cavalry. So that is a bit of an issue. So yeah, you can see that these Numidian riders are doing quite well. And but yeah, so the defenders are today Galatia, Numidia, or Macesli, whichever one. I'll probably just switch between the two. Then we also have Saba here as well. So we have two desert factions and a barbarian. We also have Arverni, Tyrus as mentioned, and we have Macedon here on the attack. So it's a nice 3v3 for you, and I hope you guys are having a great day, and hopefully this battle improves it just that little bit extra. And yeah, this is a really good one, sent in by a member of the Discord. And yeah, if you want to join the Discord to send in your own replays, the link is down below in the description. Feel free to do so. Always great to check out other people's content. But yes, as you can see here, we have some Saba axes, some Mascat Marauders here, just getting ready. They're going to be the first into line, looking like they're going to be facing a lot of Thorax swords and maybe some Celtic warriors. I'm surprised that, I don't know what the funds were exactly, but I'm surprised that Tyrus didn't spam out these tribal warriors. These guys are really nasty, and they're very cheap. So they are a pretty effective unit to use. Over here we have some mercenary Cappadocian cavalry from Galatia defending, who are defending. And they are ready in the woods, ready to find any targets. Maybe some archers. Maybe there's artillery crew back here, or maybe generals. I don't know. Who knows what they're going to go for? But they are landing their chosen swords now, and they're just taking out this poor artillery crew from Numidia, getting chopped down. Look at the armor difference. These guys are just wearing like, well, just a tunic really. And they're facing men in mail. But yeah, they're gone. And the first combat is underway, and it is in fact going to be those Thorax facing down the Mazgat Marauders. Mazgat Marauders are pretty good on the attack, I would have thought, so maybe on the defense they might not have a good chance because like they're axes, so I would have thought they have really good like attack, melee attack. So I wouldn't have thought their melee defense would be that great, but I mean they should be beating Thorax anyway. They're better like as a flanking unit. We'll have a look now. Yeah, losing. Thorax losing as well though, surprisingly. Celtic warriors losing here. I mean they're getting support from these Syrian archers here, under the Celtic slingers and Sabaean archers. Yeah, there you go. Those Celtic warriors already gone, and the Levy Freemen, they helped in that fight, did their bit. I mean, if these axes help rout this Thorax, that's a pretty good trade, I'd say. Like, it's a really cheap axe unit against a fairly expensive sword. Not like overly expensive, but it's fairly expensive. You can see here the cavalry still dealing a lot of blows, nasty blows to these Sarissa cavalry here. And you can see that this Numidian rider, which is hidden, is going to go for the Dacian Giant Ballista back here. And they'll take that out very effectively. There is also a Greek Scorpion here from Macedon. He decided to bring this instead of like an onager or something like that, which is kind of strange. I always thought this would be a better defensive weapon. General now appearing here, Noble Horse, and he's going to try and stop this Dacian heavy ballista from being taken out by the Numidians. I mean, their cavalry is so much more heavily armored as Tylus's. A bit of early action for the general. Could they rout the Dacian Giant Ballista in time? I don't think so. It's got a lot of men left. There you go. Look at that. Thorax sword breaking. It's going to break, or it's wavering. It's going to waver before the Mazgat Marauders. How's it going over on this side? We've got the Mazgat Sabaean swords here, actually. Holding back chosen swords. And again, not having a really good attempt. Saba's like a really good faction for cavalry. Infantry is not really well known for. So as a defender, again, not really like the faction you want to be bringing, I would have thought. Unless they brought a lot of cav, but they haven't. They've just brought a lot of infantry. So I have to see how they can do. These Marab Guard are pretty good. They're a good spear unit, but yeah, that's an interesting one. They've got these Desert Legionaries here, though, ready for Mercedes. They'll hold the line. Trained by the legions of Rome, fighting for Numidia. They've actually routed this Chosen Sword, though. Again, these Sabaean swords holding back much more superior units. So, I mean, this is good. I mean, I've been just, like, talking rubbish about how bad their swords and stuff are, but they're managing to hold back and beat stuff. I mean, it's obviously a massive help that these archers from the defenders are helping. But, yeah. They're doing okay. They are now wavering, though. They are about to go. Celtic Warriors. I don't think the funds must have been, like, massive because, like, I can't see any O-Spawn or anything like that. Celtic Warriors also being spammed out a lot here. I don't know if that's just a strat or something, but Celtic Warriors are just not great. Really low morale. I mean, you can see, look at their, let's just look at their armor. Half of them have got no armor on to start with. Like, look at these guys. Madmen. Got the Levy Freeman now holding the line against Celtic Warriors, and those Storax are still in there. Those Storax are going to be key, I have a feeling, because they are going to get some. They're probably some of the most armored infantry on the battlefield. Probably along with like the Marab Guard and the Legionaries. What we got here? Numidian light infantry helping to rout a Celtic warrior. We've now got some Cretan archers outside. They're going to try and help support the fight here. Trying to get some angles onto the shots. And here we go. Another assault here. We've got an assault now onto these Mazgat Marauders here by the Chosen Swords. Again, I'd expect the Chosen Swords to win. Will they? I don't know. Yeah, losing decisively already, and they've lost a good, like, 30 men already. Chosen Swords. They need some support there with archers, but I guess they only have so many archers, they can only support so many fights. Mascot Marauders holding the line here. They're fighting Celtic Warriors. They should do okay there. Again, should win this fight. Who are they fighting? A Desert Levy. Oh, dear. These unlucky souls may lose their fight. If you couldn't tell who the Desert Levy are, it's the ones with the green shields. I mean, that actually doesn't help because Arvernia have green shields. But I'm sure you can work it out. How are they doing? They are losing slightly. That's a shame. But yeah, they're routing these Celtic Warriors quite efficiently. These Mazgat Marauders, they're cheap, but they're pretty damn good, it would seem. These Sabaean Archers are very cheap and are not very good. I know that. I know that for a fact. Thorax Swords holding the line against these Marauders again still. They keep throwing stuff in. They've now thrown in Tribal Warriors. I don't think this is a good idea by the attackers. Just keep throwing more and more stuff in. And they're also attacking a very narrow front. Why don't they attack over here? Like, what's wrong with this spot? Come around here. They got like more choke points up. Stretch Glacier, because Glacier right now, he was ready for an attack here. Like in that area that I just showed you. And now he's just able to support Saba. And he's going to try and flank around. You can see you got some Galatian swords there. They're going to try and flank around. And we're going to get stopped by these Thorax. There's another one ready. And you can just flank around the whole formation. They need to be careful. They can't just start throwing away stuff. Desert Legionaries. Have they got any Desert Cohort? That's the question. Well, they just bring like a load of Legionaries. Legionaries are good. Just out of interest. They did bring just Legionaries by the looks of it. We also have Galatian Legionaries. We have all the Legionaries here. Bar the Romans. Bar the real Legionaries. And they're being sent in now. They're going to be the next into the line of some of these Numidian ones. Here they are ready to go. I mean, they're going to have to open up the field a little bit more. There are some Oathsworn. There are like a very few. Oh, and the Galatians got in for a charge. What did they go for? The Archers? The Gallic Hunters? Not a bad choice, I guess. Didn't get like, I mean, got some okay kills. On these Thracians would also be a good target as well. I imagine that they don't do so well to cavalry. The General's obviously Oathsworn for Arvernia as well. And you can see, look at this. The Mercedes still got his cavalry on the back as well. They're opening up the front a bit more. Galatian swords going into these slingers, sorry. That's a really poor move. Clearly, Tyler's not paying attention. Did not realize that Glacier had swords ready just to throw in, and he didn't realize that this gap here. He needed to have send up. Look, he's got infantry just here. Save the slingers. Now he gets them back. And you also see that the Glacier is flanking around, trying to do more damage to these tribal warriors. But these tribal warriors are routing a lot. They're routing these Levy Freemen, these Marauders. In fairness, these guys have been in combat a long time. But yeah, their quality starting to show. They're so well armored in comparison to everything around them. But see, if you're enjoying seeing Rome 2 at the moment on the channel and would like to see some more, by the way, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. As always, can't thank you guys enough for all the support. As like the general here, oh my gosh, he's just going to jab it. It was poor cavalry, just got jabbed to pieces, and now in come the infantry. Yeah, that's a real shame because Mercedes is doing a good job with his cav. But yeah, can't thank you guys enough for all the support at the moment, and yeah, feel free to help out the channel in any way possible. You can see we've got Noble Horse now coming in. They're going to just help finish this cavalry off. That's a shame. Still got those Cappadocian cav there, though. I mean, if I was like any of the defenders, I'd just be focusing these Gallic hunters down because they've not got great armor. Legionaries down here, they're probably ripping to shred these Celtic warriors. Ripping them to shreds. And he brought a lot of them. I don't think he brought, I don't know, he brought like a lot of them. I don't think he brought like, oh no, he did bring archers. He brought like slingers. These slingers are really cheap though. And his general's a skirmisher. So he's cheaped out in his general. So he can bring more legionaries, I imagine.
Spill their blood! Break them! Split the gate!
Legion's now holding back Arverni at the gate as well. Support of some of the Marauders. Or Savian swords. It might be Savian swords. Marauders have axes, don't they? They do, indeed. Desert Levy. I'm loving to see the Desert Levy holding back these. Oh my gosh, look at this. Desert Levy, combat even. That one's losing decisively, but they're beating the Chosen Swords. Never thought you'd see that. Levy beating Chosen Swords. Gold chevron them next time. See how good these gods are. I think it's because the archers, yeah, they're not wavering. That's a shame. I think it's because the archers support, but the archers are now being beaten back by the Gallic hunters. Real shame. But now they're at risk because now these Chosen Swords, they can just flank on behind, and these Desert Legionaries are in danger. They probably need to start thinking about falling back. Just know when you're beaten and you need to fall back. And it looks like the Thracians are going to get sent in. Here they go, yeah. I think now's the time to send them in. It's not a bad time, and you can see that they're falling back their legionaries. I think they just didn't want them to get the charge and get butchered initially by these Thracians. So they'll do alright. They've got some pretty nasty swords in hand, as you can see. Those faltzes there. How are they doing? They're getting focused down by archers. You can see the Surveillant archers over there trying to get some good shots on them. Did Galatia bring Syrian archers? He did. Good. I was wondering for a little while, did he bother to bring them? They're probably the best match they have to the Cretans, which I imagine are getting a lot of kills right now. See more Thorax about to land. They're going to try and outflank this position. But it looks like Numidia is ready. He's got, I mean, there is also some Galatian swords here. But Numidia's got legionaries ready as well. They need to probably like start sending them in. They've got like legionaries that need to go into those tribal warriors, or they need to start falling back. One or the other. They need to make a decision. But you can see that with the Oathsworn now in behind and the Chosen Swords, they're surrounding these legionaries, and they can't hold them back forever. This thin line of desert legionaries. Yeah, you can see the Celts getting in behind now. Or the Arverni getting in behind. What are they sending up now? Marib Guard? Yeah, the Marib Guard's in. These guys are going to be a tough one to kill. A tough nut to crack. Their gold armor. And the Desert Levy's back, of course. They just love a fight. They just thirst for blood, and they're going to go on and take on. Just love that these guys carry on. I love how, like, the unit, like, I know it's obviously just, like, computer control, like, it doesn't matter, it's just a game. But, like, imagine these guys in history really thinking they had a chance charging these heavily armored Celts. They just have no chance. But you got to just respect the audacity to try it. But you can see that they're holding a very shaky line now. And these Marab Guard may have not wanted to go up because these legionaries, well, they're going to fall soon. More are getting ready to go up, but there's no point sending that Marab Guard in if they're about to give up this position. That's about to get surrounded and killed. It's the only one they brought as well. Galatia's now singing in his legionaries. It's going to be a close one. Mercenary Syrian archers getting focused on. They need to be careful of that. Not Syrians, Cretans here doing a bit of damage. I think that was the Thracians finally breaking. Or one of the Thracians finally breaking. The other one's still over here. Doing alright. It's actually not in combat. It's just sat behind the combat. And here we go. Probably two of the most elite units for either side. We've got the legionaries of Numidia fighting the tribal warriors of Tylus. And Tylus is falling back. I think it's because he wants to allow maybe the Thracians to get a good charge off. Quite possibly. I mean, these Celtic Slings are in combat. Hopefully they don't have ammo. Otherwise, I'd set them up on this wall. Just shoot from the wall. Not quite sure, though. I would have sent the... well, there's a big gap now in the line here. They could get a unit in between quite easily. The general for Arverni went up, and he's a bit under risk. You need to be careful. Though he did have a decent fight with his legionaries, and it looks like he's come out fairly on top. There's Marab Guard now getting surrounded and killed. Rest in pieces to them. And they just broke as I zoomed in. There you go, they're gone. I would think the defenders need to start thinking about falling back to this citadel here. Yeah, and they are. See, they've got some fiery balls of justice ready. They need to get what infantry they can get out. Get those slingers back. Get everything back. I mean, I still think that the attackers made the mistake of not attacking this area here as well. This would have really helped. I mean, they are going to be given the area now, I think. I mean, I say that. Galatia's still going in. He still wants to fight over this tower, it seems. Contest this tower. I don't know. Don't see the need. Just fall back with your allies. Galatian swords versus tribal warriors. Will only go one way, though. Tylus will certainly win this. Barbarian fighting barbarian. Rome would be pleased. They'll be licking their lips, rubbing their hands together. Thinking, ah yes, less barbarians for us to kill. Milestone being broken here though. Those thorax swords just had one too many fights and now being beaten back by the legionaries of Galatia. Well, I mean, in fairness, there isn't much infantry for, like, fresh infantry for Arverni. It's mainly just those Oathsworn that are fresh. We've got the pikes here, though. This is something that the defenders do not have, which is pikes. So Macedon needs to make sure to use these effectively. Hopefully the defenders have been leaving ammo for the pikes. Macedon has a lot of infantry left, and he's brought another unit of thorax pikes, got thorax swords, shield bearers. Yeah, he's got a fair amount of infantry left. Tylus is pretty short himself. He's got some Oathsworn. They've yet to go into combat. But yeah, he's pretty short on like tribal warriors and other stuff. He's not actually sending an Oathsworn to help deal with these guys. Look at this. Now the Galatian Legionnaires coming down to help flank around it. Yeah, Galatia's not finished down here. He wants to carry on the fight. Maybe he's thinking he can pin down this Oathsworn and kill it. I mean, certainly not a bad spot. But he's it looks like he's falling back again. But the tribal warriors won't let him. They're going back in. They've been drawn back in to the tribal warriors. Now they go. They're going to try again. I think, yeah, he realizes he needs to get this unit back. He's probably been told by his teammates, get it back. It's a fairly fresh legionary unit. I'd certainly get this Galatian sword back as well. Yeah, I just don't see the need to carry on the fight here. Oathsworn are getting pretty beaten up though, down to 98. They are winning. But with every volley that comes in from these Syrians, they are losing 1 or 2 more men. Like I said though, they need to save some of that Syrian ammo for when the pikes arrive. And here we go. Looks like they're gonna go up and fight these guys here. Looks like maybe they're saving the Fireballs of Justice for maybe the pikes or someone else. I don't know. Legionaries going to fight in front of the fight of the balls, defend them with their lives, because I've seen that as a tactic before. I've seen that players will go run up, set the Fireballs off with like a weak unit of their own, and just to take that defense away from the defenders. A really smart tactic in fairness. These Desert Legionaries, they should do fine. They're cutting down men left, right, and center right now. They're getting focused though as well by Gallic Hunters, and I would have thought, oh wow, yeah, these guys are wavering though. Even though these Legionaries are under fire, maybe they're not. Tribal Slingers, maybe it's these guys shooting them. I think it is. I think it's Tribal Slingers shooting into the Chosen Swordsman. Again, save the ammo. Save the ammo. Cappadocians, they need to be careful. Is there anything outside? No, there's not. These Cappadocians, yeah, might as well come back inside. They could perhaps go down this slope here. So if they come back in this gate over here, they could then go down this road and then pop out here and then go for all these archers that are just gathered here because there's no infantry nearby. That is certainly what I would be doing. But it looks like Mercedes going to send up some Tribal Slingers to duel them, push them back. It's not a bad idea. These Tribal Slingers probably have the better protection than the... well, certainly better protection than these Gallic Hunters. These Slingers have a bit of a rampart to protect them. And yeah, you can see the Hunters are going to fall back. They realise. Looks like the General, though, of Galatia, he's going to be the one that's going to risk it. He's going to go down. I mean, he could get these Cretan archers. Have they got ammo? They've got their swords out, so I want to say no. Obviously, if they can get these guys, then they could possibly get these hunters. I don't know. All this is doing, though, is making the General known where he is. Here they go. They're going to go in. General will mop these guys up. Very nice. Yeah, they're gone. I mean, it's 120 men that could have been using a choke point gone, I guess. That's one way to put it. Then they can go after these Gallic Hunters. You can see that they're retreating now. They've seen the danger, and we've got some Thorax Pikes. They'll probably go and defend this choke point, and every archer will probably get back and be protected. Still fighting over this choke point. God, Glacier really is defiant here. He's not giving up with our fight. Gotta respect the man. I think the Syrian archers are out of ammo because they're being sent into combat. Bit of a worrying sign since they've yet to face the pikes. They're actually sending an infantry to go and respond to the cavalry excursion. This is a general as well. They could possibly shoot him. If he goes and sets up like around here somewhere, that's a good charge, a good point for the infantry. But here we go. Masasi's coming down, and you can see that they're going to try and stop him with the chosen swords. But he does not care. He's going to go on, and he's going for this scorpion. Oh, very nice, very nice. Taking a scorpion out. Well done, Masasi. Or Numidio, however you want to put it. And he knows he's dead. He's just going to send his cavalry, and he's going to go after the general here. Get a decent charge in the back. Don't think he'll get any kills, but he just wants to cause an issue. The scorpion's not actually dead, and it may be able to mount up again. So this cab probably should have finished this job. That's a shame. Yeah, and it looks like Tyus is going to deal with this cavalry of Numidia pretty effectively. There's not many of them left in there. And there you go. That's gone. That's it's a worthy try, but the Scorpion's still alive. I don't know how much danger it was really like going to pose to the defenders. All they have to do is just not put anything in the choke point, and the Scorpion's pretty nullified. Just wait till something comes up, then just put the unit back into the choke point. Galatia's been finally defeated over here. I think he might be falling his men back. Realize that he's fighting a losing battle. He's fighting on his own. He shouldn't be doing that. He needs to just fall back, get these Syrians onto the this wall here, and let his Galatian legionnaires just hold the choke point. He'll hold for a long time. Looks like Macedon's going to be one tasked with the job of attacking this spot, if he's going to dare. I don't know if he will. Cappadocians are now coming all the way around here. I would have thought it would have been better to go over here. This is where it seems to be the opportunity to get kills. And Scorpion crew is back on the Scorpion. The Archer's getting very close. I don't think they've got ammo left. Oh yeah, they're trying to set off the fireballs. Very clever, because these Gallic hunters are like hard to see until the very last moment. But yeah, they've done a good job, these Desert Legionaries, and they're going to just protect their fireballs of justice again. They routed that one. They might just stand in front of the balls now, just to protect them, because I think he knows what the defenders want to do. They want to, or the attackers, sorry, want to do. They want to get rid of those fiery balls. Sending the general up next. Shield bearer general. Looks like he's going to be given the call. Elite spear unit. Don't know how it's going to fare against Galatian legionnaires, but we'll find out in a moment. So he's going up next. It's a bit of a risk because Macedon's got a fair amount of infantry left. Might not want to risk his general just quite yet. Yeah, he's got his pikes left as well. If they start to waver and break after this general dies, if he dies, that's the question. Will he die? They're facing an understrength Galatian legionary first. Then it's another understrength one. Yeah, maybe he might get through. Also, the pikes are coming up to support, so who knows? Let's just get rid of the foliage for a moment so we can see this fight. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes. I mean, spears aren't great on the attack. My only concern for the general, but he's heavily armored. And he's full strength and fresh compared to the Galatians, who are not. Under fire from slingers as well. That's not really the end of the world. I mean, they were going to lose this fight anyway. Yeah, they are losing decisively. Jeez. Kill the 6 shield bearers. 6 more than I thought they killed. Yeah, they're really pushing up here. I mean, this is what they should have done a long time ago, is get ready to, like, open up as many choke points as possible. They have more fireballs of death here as well. His cavalry might want to dismount to try and enable them, then mount up again. What are they going to say? Oh no, he's going to send some swords in that direction for the exact reason I think he wants to set them off. They could just wipe out one of these thorax if they play this right. We will see. Another Galatian going down though to face the wrath of the general of Macedon. They're getting bloodied up. They need to save some ammo for these generals and pikes. See the slings coming, like the slingshots coming in behind. Look at all the tribal slingers. They're just firing at all the Oathspawn down here at the bottom of the wall. We're getting some nice kills. Certainly not where you want your Oathspawn to be dying. Dying to slingers. Yeah, they're getting some good hits. I think they're going to try and go up this tiny little slope here. Which you can do. You can go up the slope here. Yeah, they're going to try exactly that. Hopefully the slingers are going to make them pay. Oh, he's changed his mind. That was fatal. He should have carried on. Should have carried on the push. You can see that the Desert Legionaries were ready for them. And they would have blocked the path, and then the slingers would have just finished the job. And the Oathspawn, they're going to try and flank now the Legionaries that have been sent up to hold these guys, these chosen back. These chosen swordsmen. Oh, and the fiery balls of death have been released. Oh my gosh. They definitely killed a lot of friend and foe there. And that's why he pulled the Oathspawn back at the last moment. I don't know whether that was worth it, you know. Should have waited until this Desert Legionary was a lot lower in like men before risking it. Like when it was wavering possibly. Yeah, I don't know whether that was worth it. Scorpion crew in there. Definitely would be time now to get the slingers back on the wall and shoot these Gallic hunters if they have ammo. Not sure if they do. Yeah, they have their bows out, so they still have ammo. And they're falling back from this choke point here. They don't like this choke point here to the defenders. Or maybe they just want to allow the attackers up to then flank them, perhaps? I don't know. Have they set off the fireballs of justice on this side? They have not. Are they going to? Yeah, they are. I think they are going to. Mastodon can see what's going to happen. He's not going to allow it to happen. He's going to hide behind here. Galatian just needs to... Oh, he's... Yeah, okay. Well played by Mastodon. He sent a unit around the flank. And now he's going to have to defend this flank. And he's not going to be able to set off the fireballs of justice. It's a real shame. Numidian heavy skirmishers. They might have to hold the line. It's a general unit. The Saisleys. They're running out of infantry, are the defenders. Cav might need to get some really good sallies as well. If you're going to, like, lure these guys into an open area, these Cav could get some nice hammer and anvil. I think he's going to try it. He really wants to set these guys off. This, no, he's not. I thought he was going to set the balls off. Galatians versus Thorax. I would have thought... I don't know. It's going to be a close one. Here we go. The Cavs going in. Oh... It's an okay charge. Head on, though. It'd be better if it's a rear charge, perhaps. Need to get some good shots with the skirmishers, get like some flanking shots. And you can see the cavalry's going to go around. Very nice little maneuver there. We're getting around the combat. It's going to go for these archers. The archers are desperately going to try and stop the cav. Most of their shots missed there. And now this cavalry is going to run down the archers. And these aren't Cretans, this is just basic archers. So not the worst loss in the world, but still probably an archer unit with a lot of ammo. That's gone. Now they can just hammer and anvil this unit of Thorax if they wanted to. Which are actually falling back. And this could be... Oh yeah, look at this. This cav unit. Like in the back of this Thorax is doing a lot of damage. And they're actually focusing like... They're throwing like jabbies while in combat. That's cheeky. Yeah, this Thorax is having a rough time. Yeah, they're trying to throw jabbies into the back of this Thorax. Really nice shots. Again, save ammo though for the pikes. They'll be coming up soon. Talking about pikes, they are now coming up the choke point. See, now would have been a good time to save the fireballs of justice. Because pikes vulnerable to that sort of thing because they can't move quickly. Especially in this phalanx formation. Like, I don't know, I can't remember exactly where they were positioned, but if they were like here, imagine now rolling them down the hill. You get so many kills. So you got to be patient. And the defenders are now in this side. They've now got their generals up here. Shield bearer now facing down some legionaries. Not sure if he'll win this one. Might do with archer support, but it's hard to say. Getting the shots of the slingshot ricocheting off the legionary shields is awesome. We've got we've got noble swords here. I thought it was another Marab Royal Guard. I was like, that'll be very useful. Look at this. Now the Cav's going to be aggressive. I presume it's going to try and go for archers and stuff. You can see the pikes here blocking this choke point. They haven't got their pikes out though. Will Mastodon realise? I don't know. But I think he wants to go for all these archers here. Or all these slingers, I should say. This glacier. But Mastodon's, I think, yeah, there you go. Phalanx is being activated. More swords being sent in that direction. They need to fall back to allow these pikes to get outflanked. Flanking this one choke point is not going to be healthy for the defenders. You get these, hopefully these slingers, yeah, they're firing onto the flanks of these guys. Now the attackers have the options and the men just about to start trying to cause more havoc. They're flanking up more men. You can see that they've got these Oathsworn. They're coming up onto the walls. Or like through that little gap, and they're going to just try and help attack these desert legionaries. So that's not like the worst thing in the world. It'd be worse if they went for these slingers. These slingers which are doing quite a lot of damage, I think, to pikes and stuff. Yeah, these pikes are actually getting butchered. They've lost like 50 men already. They are really short on infantry now. These Galatians need to come back across. I don't think Mastodon's even interested in this area. These two Galatians are going to be key. It is seriously close now. If they could kill that Macedon general, I mean, that would be a big help, but he is falling back. He's pretty beaten up. Lost about 50 men now. The pikes are still in there. Again, they need to fall back these pike. Fall back. They need like a V almost to see if they can like just get the pikes to make a decision which way they're going to go. Then you can shoot them in the rear with archers and stuff. A lot of slingers flying in now. These guys are just trying to get in and get in the action. These guys can't be hard to kill. They have no shirts on. What madman goes into war with no shirt on? Yeah, finally they're falling back. Numidia needs to, oh, get out of the trees. Numidia needs to, like, just form a V, like I said, and then just allow the pikes to come in. But they are now, like, you can see that the Saber general is trying to hold back another, like, little area there. You see that the pikes realize what's going to happen, and they're not having it. They're falling back down the hill, which is equally just fine, because then you can send your infantry back in, cut down these slingers and Oaksworn. They're really piling up the infantry up this side now. Kind of surprised. If they were going to be sneaky, they could then just sneak through a column formation through this gap here. Which I think is what Arverni's general's about to do. Yeah, he is. There you go. Speak of the devil, he tries it. And kind of worked. Yeah, I'd say it's definitely worked. It's going to get him behind these noble swords here, which are already losing. Yeah, these noble swords now are in real trouble. And that'll be Saber out of the game.
As you say, spill their blood.
These poor Gallic hunters been cut down mercilessly by these legionaries. They'll get a lot of kills for that. Pike's now back up though. They fancied their chances this time. 98 of them left. Where's the other pike unit? Now just coming to the fight. It's going to take on these Galatian legionaries, which are holding quite well to these thorax. And they're getting focused down on the pikes. Luckily they've been saving ammo. Where's this coming from? Oh, these Syrians. Okay, they're firing to the flank. Now the cavalry is going to make its move because there's no longer any pikes defending here. So they're going to now make the move, go for the Celtic slingers here, and then they could go rear charge anything they wanted to on this flank. They could go for the tireless general. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Certainly will be. And these pikes are going the wrong way. They're getting rear charged by Desert Legionaries. They need to kill this Oathsworn though. This Oathsworn's a real issue. Numidian skirmishers in combat, they're okay. They're actually okay in combat. They've got a decent shield. I mean, they also look like they're supporting the fight, not actually like taking these guys head on. So they should be fine. We've got more legionaries here anyway. And yeah, they're going for the these guys first, like these slingers, and then they're going to go for the Cretans here, and then they're going to have to go for the pikes. The pikes got an issue because they're going to get sandwiched between legionaries and cavalry. And they have to make their mind which way they're going to stand. They're going to stand and face the cav, but the cav's going to get out there, I would have thought, as soon as possible. Well, it needs to because it's getting spiked. Run, men! Flee! We need this cavalry alive. 62 Cappadocians. This is a healthy unit. Need to get that out of there. Yeah, they're doing okay. Now rear charge, yeah. Now rear charge with the legionaries. Here they go. And now these thorax pikes are a real issue. They're getting shot by archers as well. Merciless. Oh, this is really nice. And they're wavering. Look at that. Wavering at 82 men. They're turning around. Now the cavalry charges. Cavalry, charge. Give the order. There we go. And that's the pike gone. And, oh, it's going to look very close. I think the defenders might have it with the cav. Oh, and there you go. In goes the cavalry. Gets a nice little charge. Breaks the whole formation up. Yeah, that pike's gone, surely. 50 men left. They're now going to get charged by the infantry. They've not formed their phalanx properly. And this is when they get butchered. They're going to get probably rear charged again by cav. Yeah, here it comes. This will be the last one. In they go. Dead. Where is the general for Macedon? Did he die? I think he did, but I don't remember him die. I think he got... Oh, yeah, he got to, like, here. And he's died. That's a shame. He was doing very well. General for Arverni's still in here, though. He's still flying away. But the other pike unit's still alive. 78 men. It's not too bad. But you can see balance power is not looking good now for the attackers. I also want to reinforce back as well. And the generals are now dueling out here. They need this other cavalry, this mercenary Cappadocian to help. General versus general. Barbarian versus barbarian. Who will win? Well, you've not really got much of a choice. It's a barbarian or a general either way. Yeah, there you go. The defenders are about to win. You can see the last few seconds. The general's going to be beaten off, even though like he's winning that combat. Wow. Poor guy. And there you go. Saba has won. Sacrificed its entire army, but its allies Glacier and I've already forgotten. Why did I forget? Glacier and we'll find out in a minute. I've already forgotten. Why did I forget that? Glacier and Mosesi. How did I forget that? There you go. Clearly not paying attention to the entire battle. But yeah, this was sent in by Saba, who was played by Crazy Spartan. So well done to him. Look at all these like marauders he brought. This is so well. These Mazgat marauders actually did well, getting 199 kills, only 200 kills. Very, very good. Desert Levy here. Doing quite well, 66, and the Siberian Swords 142. His Archers 161, which is not bad for Archers I dubbed as awful. He had 2 Marab Guard, one did really poorly, one did okay, getting 153 kills, and his General got 45 kills. Ooh. And then we got You're Not My Dad, who was playing as Masacely, and his Skirmishers here getting 153 kills. His Slinger is getting 165. His Legionaries, which he brought so many of, 270 really nice kills there. And 183, so like some good kills there. And his Numidian Light Infantry, 133 kills, very nice. Then we have Goose, who's playing as Glacier, 252 kills with his Noble Horse, 272 kills with his Cappadocian Cavalry, and then his Slingers getting 124 kills, and his Syrian Archers 166, very nice. His Legionaries 175, 188, even better. His Glacian Swords 186, and his oh no, got no one down here. 227 kills. Very nice. Don't see them Glacian Swords do that well usually. There's Levy Freeman, 34 kills. Then we have Holo, the Wise Wolf, who's playing as Macedon. His General getting 136 kills before he died. His Scorpion getting 132 kills, which I didn't realise he got that many. So well done to that. His Cav got overwhelmed early game. His Archers 155, actually outscoring any of his Cretans. His Thracian Warriors getting 167 kills. His Pikes 104. And his Thorax Swords, which he brought quite a fair few of, getting 162, the best one. Then we have Kook, who's playing as Tylus, who his General got 133 kills, his Slingers got 105, his Celtic Warriors getting 155, his Oathsworn 278, very nice, and his Tribal Warriors 209 kills, the best one. And then we have Lubriga, I'm going to say, Arverni, playing as Arverni, 240 kills with his Oathsworn General, 110 with his Oathsworn, and then his Gallic Hunters getting 146, his Chosen Swords getting 378, the best one, and then his Celtic Warriors getting 81 kills, the best one. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that siege battle. It certainly was an epic one. I thought the defenders had lost it. I thought they had too few infantry left, but they managed to turn it around. Very, very well done to them, and also well done to the attackers. They put up a very stern offense, and they nearly broke through. Just needed a little bit more. But anyway, guys, feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment show support. And I will see you guys in the next siege battle. Bye for now.